Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been away for a little while and I'm sorry about that, but what I want to show you today is a quick overview of how to use Aweber. I know that some people, they want to do email marketing, but they don't know how to use the autoresponder, and Aweber is what I use. MailChimp is another option, which I can also show you that in a second as well, but I'm going to give you a brief overview of how to use Aweber and some basic things about it. So right here is where you're going to log in, which is just, aweber.com. Log in, and that's going to take you to your control panel and your home. And what you can do from this page is you can create a message. You can pick from these things right here, drag and drop email builder, which is what I use, plain text, or this one I don't recommend. I've never used that. And you can also schedule these for later. And here you can see your subscribers, unsubscribers, subscribed today, yesterday. You can see how many people opened the last email you sent out. I sent this one out last night, and as you can see, it's not doing very well at all. This one did a little bit better, and the one before that did really well, actually. So you can track your progress through this page and send out emails. Over here is where you're going to see your drafts, your follow-up series. This is my drafts area, so you can see that these are some drafts that I have going right now. And your follow-up series, this is stuff that when people sign up to receive my newsletter, this is what goes out to them. This goes out as soon as they sign up. This is the next day, third day, fourth day, and so on. And you can keep adding these. You can create about as many as you want of these, and that's really helpful. Also, you can see blog broadcasts, campaigns. Campaigns is really good. You definitely want to check that out once you get this up and running. Subscribers. This is where you manage your subscribers. You can manually add them. You can manually add up to 10 at a time, I believe, if you're doing it manually instead of importing it from another source. These are some of my subscribers. Some of these are not active and some of them are. You can also remove subscribers if there's someone on your list that you don't want on your list. And import history. I don't have any recent imports. So if you haven't imported anyone in a while, that's what you're going to see there. Sign up forms. This is probably one of the more important tabs. So if you go to sign up forms, it takes you to all of the capture pages, squeeze pages, landing pages, whatever you call it. That's where all of these are going to be. And over here you can see the conversion rate. You can see how well they convert. And right here where this says inline, popover, inline, that's the type it is. So for example, popover means that it pops up on the screen like after they land on the page for a few seconds, it pops up on the screen. And this is just a test one I made, and you can do that too. So this is where all of your sign up forms are going to be. But to create one, here's what you do. Click on this, click on sign up form, and you just follow this. So you have all of these templates to choose from. You have all of these. You can do automotive, blog, celebration, corporate. Corporate is usually what I use, but they have a fairly nice range of options. There are some other things you can use as well, but if you're going to be using Aweber, you might as well take advantage of the capture page options as well. And to publish a capture page, you just save the form, go to step 2, and follow the steps throughout this page. It'll walk you through pretty nicely. Okay, so reports. I don't really do a whole lot over here. I don't really look at all of this, but this is pretty much like your stats. This shows all of your stats and how things are moving along. List options. I don't really do a whole lot here either, but you can. So go back to the home page over here. And let's say that you want to create a message. So create message, drag and drop email builder. And for this, actually, you also have a lot of different templates and styles you can choose from. I use this boxy gray theme. I've used some others. A lot of people use just plain, like there's no theme at all. A lot of solo ad providers use that, but I don't like it, so I don't use that. Up here's your subject line. So that's what, you know what a subject line is. That's what is, let me show you. So, subject line. This is one that I sent out. OMG, have you seen California lately? Can you reply to this email, please? That's the subject line. So, and then down here is going to be your headline. So, for the headline of this one, I used, have you ever been to California? Have this picture here of a beach in California. And then for my subheadline, I said, you know what they say. And then here's the actual body of the email. And that was all created with this boxy gray template. And then down here I had my disclaimer and social media links and things like that. So that's how this works. It's really simple. So let's say that you created this. Let's say that this is all that you wanted it to be. You would click on Save and Exit. Now I'm obviously not going to do anything with this. And here it is. So it would be here. And you would click on Send Options, Schedule a Broadcast, and you can send it immediately, so you can send it right now, or you can edit it, and you can have it set to go out at a specific time. So let's say that I want it to go out on Sunday at, whatever time. I can do that. So that's how that works, and it's really easy. So I'm actually going to delete this. So that's how the email builder works. It's really simple. Now going back to sign-up forms, before you can actually send out an email, you're going to need to create a sign-up form. So click here, create sign-up form. Okay, and as you can see, it's pretty straightforward what you need to do. So whatever it is you're promoting, whatever it is your business is about, whatever your email list is going to be about, pick something that's going to be congruent. So WordPress, if you have a WordPress blog or you want something that's, made by WordPress, then use this. But if you're like me and you want to pick something that's corporate, kind of more businessy looking, then do that. Honestly, a lot of people pick something that seems kind of loud, but that's not what you want to do. So you can also do new, and these are the newer, more updated versions. I don't recommend this one, and I don't recommend this one. And that's just because these were a little bit harder to edit, and I feel like they're kind of ugly, to be honest with you. Let me show you some of mine. Oh, and one more thing is that this is really easy. You can just change and move things however you see fit and whatever you want to do. And then you go to step 2. So it's really simple. And then tags over here is it's kind of like you're tagging it to know who submits the form, and it kind of separates it from all the others. I haven't gotten a chance to play around with that very much. So go back to sign up forms. I'll show you several that I've created. So this is one that I did recently. And now you see I probably need to change this background image, but you can see that that's how that worked out. And this one was another one that I made. This one was made about a little while back. I really don't like that one. That one's actually kind of bad. So bad technique. You might not want to copy this, but you get the basic idea. So this is pretty much an overview of Aweber. It is really simple. I really like it. It's fast. It's not overly complicated. It's actually pretty easy. And if you don't want to have to pay for an autoresponder, I guess you could use a free one, but I really do not recommend that ever. There's only one free one that I know of called MailChimp, and that's over here. And I really don't like it. And right now I'm actually using my tech guy's MailChimp. But let me show you around MailChimp a little bit. I really don't like it, but here it is. Maybe. Come on, load. That's weird. It's usually not this slow. Well, you might be able to see this. I don't know. That's really weird. It's usually okay, there we go. So in MailChimp, this is your dashboard. This is kind of like the control panel in Aweber, except for it's a little bit different. Create a campaign is kind of like creating a message in Aweber. It's a little bit more complicated than Aweber. I'm not a huge fan of it, but list. Let's see what. Okay, you have 1 subscriber here. Reports. That's where you can see all your subscribers, just like in Aweber. Reports, I believe, is kind of like stats, which doesn't have any. Campaigns, there are none. Automation, there are none. Templates. Okay, so I actually wrote this one for him a little while ago just to test and play around with it. And it actually took me a little bit to figure out how to use this. First of all, you create your message by figuring out which one of these you want to use. And I don't like this because it doesn't show any real examples. This is all it gives you. It's just this little gray scale looking thing here, and I really don't like that because what is this? Is this an image? What is that? What is this? You know? And I just really don't like it. Themes. This might be a little bit different. So, these are some of the themes that they have, just basic themes. I was not too impressed with any of these, but if you're like super, super, super tight on money and you don't really care about quality, then you can use MailChimp, but I wouldn't say that I recommend them. Not for something consistent anyway. Every now and then if you're going to be sending out a broadcast, fine, but if you're going to be using email marketing seriously, I would not suggest MailChimp. But anyway, I always prefer Aweber over everything else, and there's some other good ones out there, but Aweber by far is the best one. I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video, and you can sign up for Aweber for a free 30-day trial. I highly recommend that you do that. I hope this video is helpful. If you have questions, feel free to send me an email. Thank you for watching, and we'll speak soon.